What's going on, whoever is in the stream? I'm just sending out all the broadcasts that I'm currently live, so just give me a moment. So who is in, or is that me? Am I talking to myself? I don't even know. Alright, so we have shared all of the links. Let me just update it on the Facebook profile, or on the Instagram. Okay. I'm good. Yo, what's up? Excited about the shrimp tank. Well, we're putting together a shrimp cave, not a shrimp tank, but I guess it's the same thing. Kind of, not really. But let's see. Okay. So, everything is up. Yeah, shrimp cave, not shrimp tank. Okay, so there we go. It's all set up. Turn this on. I'll move the camera. Over to here. Let's angle you guys a bit better. Okay. I have a bit of a mess here from last night. Well, I didn't really clean it. Probably should have did that before I started streaming, but oh well. The mesh that I used last night, I'm going to use that in a little bit. Maybe more of those, but for right now, let's get that out of the way. So. Yeah. Alrighty. So first things first, we need power tools. Got my handy dandy Dremel. me put this up too. Alrighty, so I've got that. Come on. I think I got a little more left on this, so I'll use this one. Alright, so yeah, it's got a bunch of little fittings for the Dremel here. That is giving me. There we go. Now it's locked. I just need to get tool tools. I'll be right back. 1 second. Let me go grab them. Okay, so got what I needed. This isn't the best tool for the job, but I think it'll work because I can hold it with this, because this can be very dangerous. Plug in the Dremel. Hopefully it doesn't blow a fuse or trip a circuit. So what I gotta do is I gotta cut this PVC that I already marked. This was for something else, but I'm gonna cut this into 3 pieces because this should be 6 inches long. So I need to cut it into 2-inch pieces here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this. It's going to be a little loud, so I'm going to give you some 10 seconds here to lower your volume a bit, because this is going to be a little loud. I mean, it might not be crazy loud, And what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark in the PVC the 2-inch marks, and then I'm going to cut inside the bucket so all the like shavings and whatnot go into the bucket and not all over the place. So ready? Here we go. So let me put on my eye protection before something gets in my eye. Okay. Alright, so now, I don't know if you can see that. Let's see, can you see that? Yeah, you can see that. Now that I marked them, now I'm going to just cut them along that line inside the bucket. Or as much in the bucket as I can. That's one segment off. I'm covered in PVC dust, so I probably should have done this somewhere else, but whatever. Okay, then the next part. So there's 3 pieces. I'm covered in PVC dust right now. Alright, let me go rinse these off real quick and I'll be right back. I wore more of that than actually went into the bucket, I think. Hopefully I didn't get any in my drink. Probably drinking pieces of PVC right now. Alright, so the idea behind this is going to be a stacked cave like this. So shrimp can crawl in and out the other side. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap it in a netting that allows me to attach moss and other plants to it. And I'm going to see how it works. It might be a huge success, it might not be. So we'll see. So I have these. These are like loofahs that you get. Then I have the plastic pot scrubbies that you would use to, what's it called? Use as like a bacteria thing in your filter, if you were to like do a DIY filter, or just cheap filter media, period. And I'm going to see what works best here. I got some zip ties, so... Yeah, hacksaw blade would work too. I'm gonna need to sand these if I do decide to sell this kind of stuff, but this is just a test, so I'm not worried about sanding it right now. They're a little... I think they're alright. I'm not sure how these things are made, so I'm trying to... So this is all like an experimental process right here. Because I literally don't know how this is going to come together. It was just an idea that I had. I said, let's roll with it. So I guess this stuff unravels like this. Alright, so oh yeah? Well, that's good to know. I'll keep an eye out for those then. Next time I'm in Home Depot or something. Okay, so these zip ties aren't going to work because I'm going to need 2 of them, but that's okay. Let's just do one of these. So I'm using some zip ties right now, and I'm going to zip tie them together in the shape that I want. Where are the better scissors? Okay. Okay, so we have this now. Now it's holding together. I guess I could probably rubber cement or use PVC cement too on these, but let's see how is this gonna work here. So what's up, Matt?
Okay, so this may be a little too stretchy to use for this, but let's see. So if I make it so that part is on the bottom, that'll work. So let's put that right there. That way the moss can still adhere like that. Yeah, I hear you. I'm kind of putting off the same thing right now. I have to get in this tank and really trim down the high growths. It's really out of the water, so I gotta cut all the tops off, and I don't have enough room for them. So we'll see what happens. All right, so. Now, if I zip tie this to that, this might work. I don't know if I like this idea or these. Maybe I'll try these too. Sometimes they're like, they have like soap additives, but this doesn't. I just want to make sure before I start using it. Untie the knot, and it all comes apart. Almost the same type of stuff, but not quite. Alright, so I'm going to remove this right now because I don't like how messy this is. So this stuff is really stretchy here. I'm just gonna wrap it a couple times here. So now I have to trim away the front. So that's left exposed. Is that gonna, I wonder if that's gonna, no, that shouldn't do anything. Doesn't look like it would. And then if I put moss inside of the mesh, then that would be adhered to that. Put another loop around it with fishing line. Okay, so let me grab some moss first. Before I do that, let me move the electric tools. So now I got some flame moss and I got an Anubis nana that I'm gonna put on this. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stick the moss underneath the netting like this. I'm gonna stick it underneath, and then I'll adhere the nana on the outside. So I'm gonna just break this up into little tiny bits. Because this is something that's going to grow out. It's not going to be something that's like, oh, look, I put it together, it's done. I'm going to have to wait for it to really fill in and grow out because I want all the moss to essentially cover everything that isn't resting on the substrate. So I'm going to place it on all the sides. I want it to grow all out. I want to make it look really sick, and I think this might work. So, like, I want you to not even be able to tell that it's really PVC under here. I just want it to look like a bunch of moss and plant coming through the top and stuff, and it would look really cool. So. What's up, Radius? I might have been better off using Java moss, but because I don't have a whole lot of it, I'd rather use Flame since I have a bunch of it. To really test this out and see. Java moss would look good because it's gonna fall down. What's up, Diane? Java moss will look great because it'll kind of lay flat, where flame moss is gonna go up, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. We'll just have to see how it works and stuff. So let's see. So now that I got that, now I'm going to fold. Actually, I want more of it down there. Okay, so I'm going to pull it tight. Now, hold on. The moss is moving with the mesh. I don't want it to do that. Okay, so go like this. This isn't going to work like this. Okay, hold on. I need to move this because okay. Might be better off using a piece of fishing line. Yeah, let me try this with fishing line. I'm going to place the moss, I'm going to fishing line it to the PVC, then put the netting over it. I think that'll work a little bit better. Because the mesh is pulling the moss out of where I want it, and I want it to really be in there. So let me get some fishing line here. Put that Anubis in some water so it doesn't dry out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little knot here so that way I can do one loop and then I can just wrap around the other stuff. So has everybody went out and voted today? Those of you that can vote, that are in the U.S. 'Cause I'm sure there's bound to be people that aren't in the US. Come on. Fishing line is so super hard to tie in a knot. How early voted last week? Nice. I went and voted and I was in and out in like 15 minutes. So, not too bad. Okay, so I got the moss tied to it. So this is the bottom, there's no moss there. And I'm just gonna try and move a little bit of this down. So what I'm hoping that the mesh does is that with the mesh, the moss will kind of creep along it and fill in all the edges. At least that's what I'm hoping will happen. This could be a terrible mistake and it might not work that way, but I wanted to give this a shot and see, because this might be something cool. I don't think anybody's done something like this where they attach the plants directly to this, so I'm going to pull this tight like that. Okay. I'm gonna attach the nano maybe I should do 2 pieces of nano. Can I split this? I can split this. I'm gonna do 2 pieces of nano. So I got 2 pieces of Anubis Nano. I'm going to try and stick the root down in there if I can, just so it stays on there. These guys. I'm just trying to get like 1 root to just stick down in there, because that'll help it. Yeah, right, they're really tiny. Anubis Nana. I'm going to be ordering Bucephalandrid, and that has some really tiny leaves, but they're like Anubis Nana, kind of. They grow along a rhizome. They're, well, like Anubis, period. They grow along a rhizome, but they're really cool looking, lots of different colors. Well, they're all pretty much green, but they're different shades of green. Some are like dark blue. Some can be like a dark purple. So, why won't you stick in there? Alright, so now I'm going to... Hey, what up, Water Forest? TT's Water Forest. Thank you for the subscription. So I'm going to now tie the Anubis Dana to this with fishing line, and also secure the mesh in place, and then I'm going to cut out the excess. So now the trick is, let me do it like this. I'm going to make one knot here to hold it. I'm assuming that the moss should be able to grow through this. I don't know if it will. Hey, Beck. How'd it go? Did you vote for Trump?
I vote for myself.
You voted for yourself? You put your name on the ballot?
Yeah, what are you doing? Why? No, because in the morning I have to go and inspect stuff.
Okay.
Go, who is that? Who is that?
So now, let me wrap this. Oh, I completely missed your question, Diane. Quick question off topic, but I have some Rotala rundifolia, my first time coming soon. I was wondering if I have to place it in the substrate or can I have it without. I believe that needs to go in the substrate, but like most stem plants, at least easier stem plants, you could probably float it for a while if it doesn't have a root structure, although I usually just plant my plants. Hi. Why?
Hello, how are you?
You left before I could even give you anything. Oh. Hi. Come here. Glad your outfit. You look cute. What's for dinner?
Same shit as yesterday.
What's that?
Yeah.
Air? You went with your mom or?
Oh, my boyfriend.
You have a boyfriend?
You get the letter?
No, I didn't get that letter. No. What's up? What's up? You okay? No problem, Diane. Alright, so how am I gonna do this? Let me tie this. So the idea is that now that it's all tied together here, that it shouldn't come loose. What's up? You see what I'm making? It's gonna be for shrimp. What's that? What are you doing?
Peeing on your fish tanks.
Don't pee on my fish tanks. Why?
Don't forget the fish tank.
I know. What's up? Mm-hmm. What's up? Why? Yeah. How's work? Yeah.
You're gonna steal this from my vanity.
You still didn't order the lights?
No.
Did you see the computer I sent you?
Yeah, it's like big change.
Well, with that, he could play Minecraft too. If you want just some, like, it doesn't make sense to get him a Chromebook because all you can do is internet with that. And if he needs to, like, use Microsoft Word or Excel, like, next year or the Word, I don't know what the hell they're doing these years in school, but
What did you do?
if he needs a computer that does programs, then
Where's the instructions? There were no instructions.
Well, it's just for fun. See?
that she is.
What?
I said you're funny. I think it was before about you putting yourself on the ballot. So when do we find out who wins? Later tonight?
I win, bitch. I already told you.
Yeah.
All this world and all the men in one corner and me at the end of it.
Uh-huh. You could roll my corner. Stay.
Hmm?
None of those things stay. Okay. When's the bed get here? Huh? Tomorrow? You forgot the chicken this morning. Yeah. Everything was alright with the baby? With the baby at school? Or at the,
He changed his mind now. He's not voting for Trump.
Oh, he's not voting for Trump?
Yeah.
Why?
He went to Hillary now. Because
What?
he went back to school and more people vote for Hillary than Trump. And he said something about Trump's not going to let him do what he wants and he does whatever the hell he wants. I was like, well, you sound like a Trump.
He does sound like a Trump.
He was upset he couldn't vote. He said, why can't I vote? I say, because you're not 18. He goes, I'm not a baby either. He goes, I'm 5 years old and I have an Xbox. I can vote. I said, okay.
Oh, just wait. How old is he? 6? 5?
5.
Yeah. Just wait. 10 more years. It's gonna be a handful.
I don't have to worry about him being pregnant.
That is true. Yeah, I think it'll grow. The moss should definitely grow. It'll just grow out. It's gonna take a little bit for it to get out of this. I don't think I tied it too tightly, so it should be able to breathe. The mesh is really just there to help secure it, so that way it doesn't go all over the place. Because like I want it to really stick to it and look like it's been growing on it. So. What? You want to come join the live stream? I'll get more views with you. What?
Is this it right here?
Yeah, you're not in the camera though. You see that over there? That's to see if you're in it. You have to be like over here.
Right there.
Yeah.
You guys really sit there and watch him do nothing?
That's mean. Get out now. You're not allowed.
You ain't doing anything.
I'm
You should be
making something.
cleaning the house.
No, you clean the house. I clean what I had to clean.
Oh God.
Do you see no dishes in there? I cleaned that.
Fine.
I cleaned that for you. That was for you. So here we go with the Anubis attached, moss underneath. Let's see how this thing grows. I'm hoping it grows pretty well. I think it will. Alright. So that one's done. I'm not gonna build another one because I want to wait to see how that one grows and see if there's any modifications that I can make to it. But I want to do ones with like flame moss, weeping moss, Xmas moss, java moss, Physidens, Riccia, pretty much anything I can get my hands on, and then a bunch of different types of Anubis. So like if I make longer ones, like those are 2-inch ones. Those are 2-inch ones, so if I make like say a 4-inch long
one and then put bigger Anubis, like the Coffeephilia that I have, or the Nana, the regular Nana, or the what's the other one? Lancelot, or something AF. I forget exactly how to pronounce it, but I could do bigger ones with bigger leaved Anubis, and I can also do Boost of Philandrid, which, Diane, I don't know if you've seen Boost before. Focus, camera. Well, focus. Can you focus? This is what Boost looks like. This one's actually bluish once it's underwater. It looks really cool. This is quite popular right now, and I'm thinking about ordering 5 different kinds. This one actually I got for $10, and the roots have actually adhered to the lead weights that I have, or whatever weights these are. I don't know if they're lead or something else, but they've really grown attached to these. So this was my test boost just to see how it does in the tanks, because I wasn't sure. I mean, I know it's like they're really not so high tech plants. Like you could use them in a medium light tank or even a low light tank. Yeah, it looks. I mean, it's almost very similar to Anubis, but it's much more compact. And Anubis, the way it grows is it grows in a straight line, and then one leaf pops up, and then it grows in a straight line, and another leaf pops up. With that, it grows and like 5 leaves pop up, almost like a blossom to like a flower, and then it continues to grow and 5 more leaves pop up, and then it continues to grow some more, and so on and so forth. Some plants grow more than 5 leaves, but that's like the average that I've seen. So it looks almost like a little flower that's going on there. That's really cool. All right, so this stuff I think works a lot better than the pot scrubbing material. That pot scrubbing material is really cheap and kind of fell apart. This at least stays together when I cut it. So I think that's what I'm gonna use for these. I'll probably find a more neutral color. Well, blue doesn't look too bad. I'm sure once the moss covers it, you won't really be able to tell. I might do white. But that's that one. So this can go back. Right there for right now. Let me just check something real quick. So I have somebody that is setting up a 300-gallon tank, and I saw their post on Facebook, and they said, "Hey, looking for extra large sword plants and extra large Anubis." And I'm like, well, I don't have any extra large. I have like small to medium size. Nothing that would look fantastic in a 300-gallon, because I mean, you have a 300-gallon. That's a lot of space to cover. You can't just put like these plants. You can't put these plants in there because it would be so small, and you need such a powerful light and all that. So I told them that I could order them direct from the nursery order for extra large plants, because my nursery does have extra large plants. But now I have to figure out exactly what they want, because they don't seem to know exactly what they want. So I'm trying to help them pick what plants they might want. Their price point is $100, so like that really doesn't buy you a whole lot when you go with the bigger plants, because the bigger it is, the more expensive it is. So I'm trying to see exactly what they want, and plus because the nursery, there's minimum orders on something, so
if they're ordering one particular sword, like they would need to order 3 of those, and I can't fit an extra large sword in any of these tanks. Well, I could, but like I don't really have the room, so I have to see exactly what plants they want, and then from what they want, then base what other plants I should get for them. How do you trim Amazon swords when brown leaves appear? Now, by when brown leaves appear, you mean their leaf starts to die and turn brown? Or do you mean it's popping up brown out of like the middle of the rosette? Because if it's popping up out of the middle of the rosette, that's bad. That means that you probably have a problem there that you need to get figured out. And yeah, Kirshen brings up a good point. If you are transitioning it from immersed to submerged, then that could also be going on. That could also be a problem. But basically, I mean, the way you trim a sword plant is you want to cut the leaf as close to the rosette, which is the bottom portion of the plant. Leaves starting to die. Okay, so with sword plants and val plants, and any kind of plant like that all comes from a central point and not a stem, you want to cut as close to that central point where the leaf comes out of as soon as you notice they start to die. That's not the case though when you first get it in your tank. If you get a plant in your tank and it's already having dying leaves, wait till you see at least one new leaf popping up from the middle, and then you could cut back the other ones. If you cut them back before that new leaf comes up, you're going to run the risk of the plant dying on you. So wait till you see a new growth come up, and then just hack off all the dying leaves. The more you hack an Amazon sword in like a Valcenarian plant, the more condensed and compact their growth becomes. So it's actually good to trim them a lot. Like I trim my Amazon sword that I have, or well, actually I think it's a red flame sword, but I trim that. And I only leave like one leaf left. I trim nearly everything off of it because it just makes everything grow a lot more compact, and it really overgrows for the most part. And that's a problem in my tank because I don't want it to shade a lot of my plants. There's my garbage bucket. Alright, so we're gonna... What the hell is that? So I'm gonna see how that thing works out, which hopefully will be good. I need to trim some of these plants, so I get some of you guys over to that so you can see me do some of that stuff. Let me just clean this up a little bit here. Am I selling flame swords? Yes, I will be. I actually have... What did I get? I got red... I got 2 red flames. Alright, Diane, I'll see you later. Tomorrow we do Water Change Wednesday, so make sure you're around if you want to hang out. What was I... Oh, I was going to look up what plants I got. I had my list somewhere, but I don't know where my list... Oh, it's in my room. That's where it is. I got two red swords anyway. Let's see. And do you use root tabs for them? Yeah, you should always use root tabs. Period, you should use root tabs because all the plants get a lot of their nutrients from the roots. But especially with swords and boughs and plants like that aren't stem plants, all of their nutrients come from their roots. So if you have sand or like gravel that doesn't have any kind of nutrient base, you really should be using like root tabs. So I got in Kleiner Bar swords, which are really nice looking. They're like a dark green sword, a lot different than regular stuff. I got Red Flame sword. I got an Ocelot red sword, and I got a Marble Queen Radican sword, which are all really nice swords. I really like the way they look, so I was like, these look nice. I would have them in my tank, so I'd order them. I also got Crypticorn, Wenditti Brown, Green, Red, Balinese, I think it's called. I got Apongeton Bovinianus, I guess it's called. I got Crenum Calamistratum, or Calamistratum. But all those are kind of, they're not ready for selling yet because I like to wait until they kind of adjusted to submerged, at least somewhat. So they're all in this tank over here behind me. The swords are looking nice. I'm waiting for the crypts to really start taking off because I have a feeling people are going to want those crypts. They're kind of sick looking. What else I was going to trim those plants. That's right. This girl messaged me back here. Let's see. So the fish from the 125 are going into 300. I have a good month before that happens. I'm at the mercy of my husband at this point. We are tearing out a built-in window seat to put the tank, and I'm having him put in extra support studs within this thing. That I can finally stain the stand and put it in the house. Of course, there is a whole lot of cycling in this, but I expect that will go pretty fast. And yeah. Okay. Yeah, Kirshen, send me an email with what you're looking for, because they're not up on my site yet, so, like, I'm gonna try and get them up on the site, like, this week or so, at least have, like, their pricing and information up there, but it's gonna be maybe another week or two before they're ready for sale, just because I don't want to sell you a plant that's just going to die. Like, I just got these in, so if I sell them to somebody now and they get them in, I don't know if they're actually going to survive or not. So I want to wait till... I mean, they're swords, so they should. They're really easy, but I only want to sell what I know is going to last. So, like the jungle bells that I got in, completely gone. They melted back. The corkscrew valve that I got, the contortion valve, which is huge corkscrew valve, all gone. Which really sucks because, like, jungle valves go like crazy, and that was my whole stock. And for me to order I can't just order jungle valves from them because they don't sell. Like, you have to place a minimum order of a certain amount for the nursery to sell me plants. So I can't. I gotta wait till I sell plants so that way I can reorder. So I'm gonna be without jungle valves for a little bit. I think I have a couple growing in the back tank over here, but that I'm gonna save those and let them grow out a bit. What was I doing? Okay. Okay, sounds good. I want to buy some plants from you and some of that food. That stuff will all come back. It's also kind of cool, cooler water plant. Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna come back. I hope it does. Like the leaf, like I know when it melts, like that's normal for meltage, but this literally turned gray, so I don't know why. Somebody said it was CO2. It's not CO2 though, because I have it in the exact similar setup to the tank to the right of it or left of it, and that has CO2, and I had valves growing in that, no problem. So I know it's not that. It's something else. But I don't know what that is right now, so I'm just gonna have to wait to see if it comes back or not. I hope it does, because that valve, I mean, well, I get it, you know, kind of on the cheap because I order a lot of it. It's still money that I thought was gonna, you know, I thought I was gonna turn it into some kind of profit, but that's just straight loss. So, you know, what I was planning on making off all the plants aren't gonna be there, but that's all right. I'll make it up with something else. So I'm gonna trim up the high grow in this tank because I don't know if you can see it. I don't know, you can't see it. I'll show you. It's growing right out of the water. That's not good because I need it to really start converting. It's got a lot of side shoots shooting up, which is awesome. Alright, let me just take this out of the room real quick. Alrighty. Hey, baby. I'm a camera whore now? Says the one that takes 1,000,000 selfies. Love you. What's for dinner? Chicken? What's for dinner? For chicken. Alright, I'm back. Gotta get the views. What's that mean? Gotta get them views.
Garbage day today, Justin.
I know
If
that.
you forget the garbage, today will be the day that you will die. I hope you know that.
Okay.
And if I find garbage still in the garbage pail, I will throw it on top of you while you sleep. It's not funny.
Love you. ready here. So. I gotta trim all these that are above the water surface because I want them to start converting into their immersed or their submerged form. These are growing quite nicely, I have to say. What's wrong, baby? This plant's already shooting up side shoots, so that's a good sign. Oh, yeah. Gotta get them views. Gotta get that YouTube money, right? Not really. I just like doing the streams because it makes doing this stuff more fun. It's so boring when you do it. And nobody's like there to talk or something.
Oh, like I don't talk to you?
Oh my god, it's not always about you, baby. It's not always about you. But it is always about
Too
you.
boring for you? Okay.
You don't care about my plants. You wanna come and talk to me about weeds? Come here. You wanna come talk weeds?
I like to smoke my weeds.
Why do you use your pruning scissors for like office stuff and then trim with your fingers? Well, I trim with both. I have these scissors that I stole from her that were crafting scissors, but these are really cool because they're short and easy for me to do. They're not stainless steel, so they are rusting a little bit.
Those are my scissors.
I know, I stole your scissors because you said they were garbage. So they didn't cut your fabric well, but they cut my plants well. But I also do have aquascaping scissors, but because they're so long, it's kind of like tricky to cut plants with for what I'm doing. And these stems are just too thick for me to break with my fingers, so I have to use some sort of scissors, and I just like these. These work great. So. I'm gonna have to get these up on the site though because these are gonna grow fast. And she sounds like your fiance too. Why are you giving me dirty looks? I love you. See, normally I trim the tops of these and throw out the bottoms, but because the bottoms are producing
growth 2, that would be a bad idea because I'm going to get a lot more stems out of them. And they don't seem to be melting as much as a lot of plants do normally when I first get them. So I'm going to cut the tops, and I'm going to see if I can squeeze them in somewhere throughout all this mess. But there's a lot in here, so I'm going to have to put these up on the site really fast. Probably tonight. I'll probably have to put these up. What? Yeah? Oh, babe.
Is this garbage?
What? No.
Happy and pizza?
I'm eating that. It's my dinner. Oh my god. Walter got attacked when I brought him outside.
What?
Walter got attacked.
By who?
The landlord's dog downstairs, Moon, the white pit bull. They left the they were loading up the truck and they left the door open downstairs for the flower shop. And I was walking by after Walter got done peeing, and Moon just comes darting out after him, like trying to bite him and all that. I like got in between to like try and like keep her away, but they almost went at it.
Is he okay?
Yeah, he's fine. He like started trying to fight back. I'm like, no, like I'm pulling him, trying to push her away. Like I was like, damn. But they got her. Alright, later, Kirshen. But yeah. Am I going to bed late?
No. I'm asking the other guy in there.
Oh, there's another guy in here? I'm not sure why. Not sure why. Are you asking me for a specific reason?
Yeah, this one I know enough time to go see my boo.
Alright. So all of them are cut up now. Alrighty. So now I'm gonna attach a weight to these, so that way they stay somewhat under the water until they root, and then I get all submerged with.
couple more weights left. There's some leaves melting off of these, that's good. You're filming me?
Hmm?
Were you just filming me?
No?
No. Looked like you were filming me.
Again, you need a phone call.
I'm being a film whore. Says the woman that takes a bunch of selfies and a bunch of Snapchats. Alright, so let's go this way. What? have all this brown algae growing in this tank. Huh?
Conversation.
They can hear it.
So,
Why are you watching it on the stream?
I see that over there and I heard it from me, so I'm just letting you know. It's cool. That's a conversation.
It's alright, I'll go put the microphone in there.
You better show it, I tell you.
Wow, that's messed up. Listen, Ludwigia White is nothing but crazy. More high ground. Jesus, how much of this did I get? We got a ton of blue high ground this time. That goes up here. Got a lot of Bacoa growing here that I need to trim down. Oh, very nice. This will jump about here. This tank is just a mess because I have so many plants growing in here. Stem plants, other types of plants. So I just need to do a mess of trimming on this bunch. This goes with me. These two. What's up, Aquatics? LRB? Right? LRB? Yeah. What's going on, man? Alright, Aquatics, I don't know how long I'm going to be streaming for, but if I'm still here, I'll see them. Bye.
Don't stop talking. That's fine. I live here too.
You do? Who gave you a key?
You're right. I'm aware.
No, you're not. Come here. Come here. Where did he go? Did you go for Trump? For Hillary?
Yeah.
You both voted for Hillary? I voted for Trump.
There you go. He said it. Oh man, I'm fucking bored out of my fucking.
What's wrong?
This kid didn't want to get out the shower. I'm going off my ass.
Why am I no fun? Come here, hang out with me. Come here. You could sit down and talk to me and hang out. So?
Let me talk to you about what you got in your penis.
Oh. You gotta keep it PG, okay? You're gonna break something.
I'm just gonna figure out where the internet is.
You need help over there?
I'm just reading.
No.
Got one, he dropped out. You bored him.
No. He said he just popped in to say hello.
And you bored the hell out of him. So he said, fuck this shit.
Oh, shit.
What'd she say?
This last one I'm unsure of. I snapped 2 and the 125. All the wood and rocks are moving with the fish to the 300. Sand and plants will stay. I have a group of 15. Those are what Allocara. Sort of fish, I'm assuming.
Okay.
Moving from a 70 gallon to a 125. At least 3 to 4 pieces of driftwood are going in 300.
Okay. Just type to her and tell her, okay, I'll start working on a list here in a little bit.
I will start what?
So I'll start working on a list here in a little bit. So when do we find out the results of the election? Tonight?
Mm-hmm.
When?
Oh, tonight or tomorrow morning.
I want to know tonight how doomed our country really is.
I'm moving to Canada. Dilligan has a place for me.
You ain't moving to Canada.
How do I log you out and log in?
Log me out of what? Facebook? Instagram?
Oh, look how pretty this is. The mermaids and the fish, the aquarium tank.
Yeah, that's really cool. Who are you following that's posting that?
Coworker. I guess he took his kids to Florida and they're at a hotel that has fish.
Uh-huh.
She's talking about it.
Yeah, he said he's got to eat.
You already did. What the fuck are you talking about?
Damn. Definitely not good enough. What? No, you need a what? I don't know what he said. Okay. I'll tell her. Did you hear your son?
What did he say?
He said that he needs something. I don't know.
I'm gonna call out tomorrow.
Why?
It's not gonna go to work.
Why don't you feel like going over?
That's what I thought.
You hear what your son's saying?
Fuck work, bitch. Fuck work. Figure out how you're gonna fuck this up. What do you want, mommy?
What's up, pancakes? What's going on? We made the shrimp cave, and now I'm just doing some maintenance, trying to get things set up and grown better. Because right now things are all over the place here. Just popped in, and now that I see what you're doing in the tank, right, to let my rakia float at the top in the breeder box. Yeah, that's what I use the breeder boxes for a lot, is growing mosses and whatnot. It helps keep them separated for me, so I know what's what, because in this I have Xmas and weeping moss, which, speaking of which, I should actually open up and try and mess with a little bit here. See, I was told this one moss is Xmas moss, but I don't know if it is. It kind of looks like Jumbo moss. But it's much, I don't know, it kind of looks like it, but it kind of doesn't. Okay, no, it's definitely not Java moss. Stereo. I have chainsword growing in this little freaking breeder box right now. Pretty decent amount, actually, I have to say. Too bad. I should probably list this on the site so people can buy
growing a whole lot for me, but I mean it's coming in nicely, I have to say. I don't know if I'd only get like one portion out of it or what, but
I'm showering when I'm going down. I'm assuming you're gonna be here for another 8 hours.
no. Why?
Why is everything with a question with you?
Do you want me to come to bed? Can you give me an answer?
There's a reason why I'm asking you. Why do you want you in my bed and why not be asking you?
Hey, you wanna watch a movie? No? No movie? Hey. What else is in here? Got a ton of chainsword. I should probably definitely put this up. I have to say, it's actually, I think I put a small chunk in this breeder box just to see what would happen. And I've gotten quite a bit out of it. Like all of this is narrow leaf chainsword. So I don't know where I want to plant this. I don't even know if I am going to plant it. Maybe I'll just leave it floating for right now. It's probably the best bet. Because I really don't have room to plant it anywhere that's going to get enough light. I'm gonna see if I angle my my outflow down a little bit, if it helps break up some of the brown algae that's growing here, because it's annoying. Oh, can you see the shrimp cave I made? Yeah, I'll show you the shrimp cave. Hold on. Why is this water so much warmer? I have to turn on this heater. this is the shrimp cave, and this Anubis looks like it's gonna try and fall off here, but no, hold on. So here you go. It's a 2-inch long PVC, and it's got flame moss underneath this blue mesh that I'm hoping will fill in over the mesh. And I have 2 Anubis nanos there, and we'll see what that goes into. Hopefully the Anubis takes root nicely. I think it will. It'll plant itself. Let me go. What?
Nothing.
What?
Why wouldn't it let me download any games?
I don't know. Why won't it?
Look what it says.
It says you gotta sign in.
And how do I sign in?
I have to sign you in.
You gotta sign me in.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it'll come in really nice. I don't know yet. We'll have to see. Let me see.
You want a video?
Why did my phone restart? That's weird. Hang on. Alright guys, I'm gonna end the stream though because I'm gonna work on the website some, and that's gonna be boring. So I will see you guys tomorrow for when I do a water change. So I hope you all have a nice night, and hopefully the country's not doomed.